Hey Mountaineer fans, after a year of being stuck at home, you deserve all the latest WVU gear, gifts, and apparel to show your Mountaineer pride. Our friends at the Book Exchange are offering 25% off with our promo code BX4 Final Four. Let's cheer on all of our Mountaineer athletes in gold and blue and support local business too. Shop online at bookexchangewv.com or at their downtown Morgantown or Evansdale locations. That promo code again is BX4 Final Four.
Recorded live in Morgantown, West by God, Virginia, and across the world, with your hosts, Kevin Jones, John Flowers, and our lovely co-host, Ashley. This is the Final Fourcast podcast.
Welcome to another episode of Final Fourcast. Got my guy KJ, Kevin Jones with me.
Yo.
Oh yeah, this is me, Jay Flo, if y'all didn't know. I'm pretty sure y'all know by now. Ash, our lovely co-host, is out. She's, I don't know, she's giving excuses. KJ, what she say was wrong?
Let's just say she's under the weather. We won't expose all the details, but
Okay, excuses. Call us good.
excuses.
And we have a guest here from West Virginia that a lot of people like.
Yes,
He's
sir.
actually our only non-alumni guy, and we going back and forth. I know KJ didn't want him.
Yo, I was one of the ones vouching for you, Mel. John was like, nah, let's keep it in house.
I heard John was a fan.
Yeah, he was like, yo, keep it in house. I was like, yo, Mel, nice. He's like, nah, yo.
You want to stop?
But anyway, we'll get into that later.
That's crazy.
You want to point fingers? But we got Jamel Morris.
What's going on?
What up, bro?
You guys have me?
I guess we just needed to fill some space. That's just, I'm not really sure what's going on. Man, what you hooping at these days, man? Talk to me.
I'm in Germany playing for NBC.
Top league Germany.
Yeah.
That's what Alex Raw played at for a while, right?
I think he was only here for like the preseason or something like that.
No, I mean like Alex. Oh, you don't know because you're not alumni.
Oh, in Germany itself?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't know that though. 'Cause you're not really.
I do know that though.
The farms. We should have made you go through some type of initiation. You should have made you chug some moonshine or something.
Bro, you forgot I went to school 15 minutes down the road.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not really.
He was always around. He was hooping with us during the summer sometimes. So like he not really like it's not like he totally unfamiliar with everybody.
That's true.
I'm saying like so all all the initiation stuff. Like I was there. Y'all just ain't seen me. I was there though.
When we was in school, was you there?
I think
you just graduated.
I think y'all last year. I graduated in 16, but I was a fifth year guy, so I really supposed to graduate in 15.
Oh, so you way young. I don't know why I thought you graduated around the time we was there.
So you might have been.
I was at your practices and stuff.
I was at Glenville at 11.
You was at Glenville and what?
So he went to Glenville for 2 years, then he transferred, he redshirted, and then played Fairmont State for 2 years.
Yes.
Speaking of that, yo, you won freshman of the year at Glenville and all that. So what made you? I mean, I think Fairmont State is a bigger school, like stature-wise, but like, what made you decide to leave if you was killing there so much at Glenville?
Man, honestly, the people that brought me there, Rob brought me there. Summers,
yeah.
Yeah, so Summers brought me there, and he left to go to James Madison.
Okay.
And, I built a good relationship with Joe while being there, and then Joe left, and we had went on this Athletes in Action tour in Spain, and this was when I was deciding on where I was going to go, and Joe he ain't like directly kind of tell me to come to Fairmont. He was like, I'm not going to tell you where to go. I think Fairmont be your best option just for connections and stuff, Calhoun and, West Virginia connection and everything. And I had some other places I go to, but at the end of the day, I felt comfortable going where Joe was at. And
why is that? Just because of He's a good
Well, because
coach.
I mean, Joe don't like taking credit for things, but I give Joe credit to a lot of like to what I am today, like be like my development, honestly.
Yeah, I see
So
a
like,
lot of stuff like Joe's workouts. I see you use it in games and stuff. Like you're one of the only people that's able to put what you use in the workouts in the game. And that's why I think you're such a good player.
I
A lot of
mean,
people like KJ, like he works on like ball handling and all this stuff that he'll never use in the game in his summer workouts. It's weird.
That's a lot, but
He'll
go
work on
on.
step back threes and
I mean, maybe I'm just the
I know.
one that maybe Joe tried to tell y'all. Maybe I'm just the one that listened to him. Maybe y'all was like, he was my teammate, so I'm just gonna like.
Nah, it's hard, KJ. I mean, what would you say? It's hard to just learn new stuff in the summer and not revert back to what you've been doing that's been working.
Yeah, it's hard to do, but I will also say, like, if you're encouraged by whatever coach you're playing for to do what you worked on, then yeah, it's easier. But of course, it's human nature, like especially if you do it and it doesn't work, to be like, all right, fuck it, I'm just about to do what got me here will work. But I think the real special players like keep working through it, even if it doesn't work the first time you try it. They keep going until it does work.
True.
Or
I
you
think-
just stop doing it because you can't do it.
Yeah, like I think what it was. I think what it was with me was like before like going to college or Joe. I never really trained with anybody. Like I literally just did everything just hooping.
Just
like,
hoop, yeah.
Either play 5-on-5 or play at the Y or play. I just played basketball. And then when I think working out with Joe was the first time I actually sat there and actually trained with somebody. And I think that was the big difference with me.
Tough.
Where you from?
Columbus, Ohio.
That sucks. How was
Well,
that? How was
you talking
how was
about
going to Glenville though? Like, I know it's nothing to do
a
out
culture
there.
shock.
Culture shock.
Well, there's a culture shock. There's one stoplight in Glenville. Y'all been there?
Yeah, that's
Like-
I ain't never really been in there. I passed by it, but just to that ain't
Bro,
nothing there,
What
bro.
was your
it's a-
everyday like schedule like in Glenville? Just a lot of hooping.
Just hooping. And go to the calf, go back to the crib, hoop again. Like that's it. That's all we did. We made our fun out of it, for what we did. But other than that, like there's nothing there.
You think that helps your game out a lot? Just
Yeah,
hooping,
like
being having to go to the gym all the time.
yeah, I think like the first year, before you hate practicing kick in. I think I was going to shooting the gun like 3 times a day. Like I would go in the morning, I would go to my class, I would go shoot again, I would go to class and I would shoot again. Like just because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah. So you was ready to get up out of there. I mean, you was gonna stay there for 4 years. You think? If Joe didn't go,
I wasn't thinking about leaving. Like if Joe would have stayed, I probably would have been there. But I honestly didn't think about leaving.
Do you think your career would be where it is now if you stayed?
I always say like if Joe would have left and I stayed, I think I would have always been what I would have been. Like I would have been a good player, but I would have never developed. Like I'd have just been a good player at that
shout out to
level.
Coach Dye.
Yeah. Like I do folks I do mess with Coach Dye at the end of the day. Like Coach Dye did also give me a chance. I'm not gonna say it like that, but like especially from the shooting side of the ball. But I do rock with Coach Dye, but I just felt like from a development standpoint, like I would have stayed the same. Like I was a good player, I would have stayed the same.
That's where they keep it real. And Joe he really studies the game, man. He studies like all those moves and stuff. Like his workouts are just different, man. Like
It is.
Sometimes you work out with Joe, he'll have you looking like a whole new player. Ask KJ, because when I came back from working out with Joe, I was busting KJ ass, boy. And KJ was like, who is this?
Never said any of these things, but anyway.
But
shout out
the
to
crazy
Jonas
part,
the other day.
the crazy part is I didn't even me and Joe didn't get along my freshman year, like at all. Like
In what way?
I
Like
think he was kind of immature at that time.
he was coming from y'all, like he was coming from them, so it was like y'all know how he was from the basketball standpoint. So it's like he hated everything I did. Like I was our best player. Like I was our best player, but we sucked. Like we won like 4 games. I think we won like so he hated everything. He thought I was arrogant. He thought I was cocky. Like he used to cuss me out after games. I remember like I remember after a game we played in Wheeling, it was in front of my family, like, because that's where my mom's side of the family from. And like my granddad came to see me play. And like I was, I had a good game, but like we lost by like 15 or something like that. And I had like 20 something. And I went to go see my granddad, like after the game before we were in the locker room. I'm talking to my granddad. Joe snatched me up and Joe literally grabbed my jersey, snatched me up, bring me to the locker room. I walk in the locker room. He got the whole team sitting on one bench to put me on a bench by myself and just put the whole game on me, telling the whole team I was selfish. I don't care about them. I only care about my stats. Like Joe used to like,
were you not passing the ball?
we won 4 games. Like I mean, I don't know.
So AKA I was not passing the ball to nobody.
Basically, if you want to put it in a nutshell, like no, he was basically saying like I started to score when it didn't matter. Like we was already losing, and then I started scoring, but the game was already over, and I started scoring when the game was over. So he was mad about that. He just like, and I don't know where.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, yo. If we losing and I see my stats saying where they are, I'm like, fuck, I'm about to get. If I'm the best player in the team, I'm getting these shots up. I don't care what nobody else is talking about.
It wasn't like it was just like that's just how the flow of the game went.
Yeah.
And so like it was a couple instances. That wasn't the first time. Joe did that multiple times, and it was just cussing me out, telling me how bad I was. And,
I mean, you're coachable. You're clearly coachable because you listen to him. But at that time, were you coachable? And
no.
Joe was an assistant coach. So I mean, what did you? I know you was a lot of arguing back and forth, right?
I never had somebody violate me like that. So it was different. So it's one thing about being coachable. Like I'm a coachable player, but I've never had someone violate me to the point that he used to violate me. So I'm just like, damn, I've never had somebody talk to me like this.
And Joe Mazzulla came from the top coach of violation, Coach Huggins.
Yeah,
so he definitely do.
And at that time, he was probably trying to emulate Hugs, like
probably.
Yeah, it's not the same Joe as obviously today. It was kind of like it was, first year out of college Joe.
Yeah.
So I'm just catching the worst of it.
Yeah. I mean, and Coach Dye, he just let him do that. He just let him.
Yeah, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? Like, we was playing Fairmont, and Dye about to come into the locker room to talk to us at halftime. Joe come in before him, shut the door on him, and just talk to us before coach get in there.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. Joe was on some.
Wow. Where's Coach Dye at now?
He's at Alderson Broadus.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. And that coach from Alderson Broadus went to Fairmont.
No. The coach from Notre Dame went to Fairmont now.
And they won a championship this year, right? Without you? You left and then they won a chip?
They won. No, they got to the chip and they got to the chip the year after I left.
The year after you left, like right after you left, they got the chip.
So you trying to say it was my fault?
I'm just asking. I don't know. Maybe Joe was on something.
Wait, did y'all get to the chip though?
They got to the chip, but not the year I was there. We was ranked like number 2 when I was there, but the year after I left, I was the only senior. So we had like 6 juniors that all became seniors that next year.
Let's talk about your pro career, man. I mean, we know it's hard. You went to small Division 2 school first, and then you transferred to Fairmont State. It was kind of a bigger D2 school. How was your journey like getting to the pro level? And you had some NBA looks, right?
I did for a summer when I was coming from the G League because I played well in the G League, and then I went to the G League Top 40 camp that they have in Chicago, and I played well there, and that's when I kind of drew some interest. And
so right out of school, you went to the G League?
Nah, I went to Italy. I went to Italy's like 4th division.
Oh shit!
Fourth
you got it out the mud for real.
Yeah.
Why you think you had to go to 4th division Italy? Like
because I was a D2 kid that, my senior year I didn't put up amazing numbers. I put up like 14 a game, but from D2, if you want to be seen, you got to put up All-American type numbers just to get a decent job.
Right.
Yeah.
And I didn't do that. So like I was, emailing everybody, and I ended up with this BS agent that got me this sports league job in Italy.
You still with him?
No.
He called him BS. I don't think he's still with him, John.
I mean, maybe he made him sound like a 10-year contract. You know how these agents
dude, I ain't even do it. Didn't last the whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean fourth level. It'll like come on,
Fourth
even for
Italy.
that, like that's
So what was you doing out there though? What kind of numbers you put up in fourth
I
level?
was putting up like 23 and 10.
For real?
And, yeah, and then but it wasn't good enough numbers to get like I wouldn't say good enough numbers. It didn't matter because I was in the fourth league Italy, so nobody respected it.
Yeah.
So all these teams that I'm thinking I'm the shit. Like I'm thinking I'm good.
Right.
But teams are like, you play fourth league Italy, like I can't respect that.
yeah.
So
Like,
then what happened? What happened after that?
Joe connected me with, after I left, Joe went to Boston the first time. And he could, when he was in the G League, he made some connections, and he somehow got connected with this guy, the GM from Detroit's G League team, which is John Phelps. And John Phelps reached out to me. I was sitting in my driveway one day, reached out to me and was like saying, I've been talking to Joe Mazzulla. He sent me your film, and he kind of said something like other people didn't. So John was kind of like, he was like, I'm watching your film, and I'm not looking at the competition you're playing against. I'm looking at what you're doing against the competition. I'm looking at how you're moving. I'm looking at how you're playing, and I see your skill set. And so I want you to come to our tryout. And everybody hear about the G League trials. They got like 1,000 people there. Yeah. He was like, there's going to be a lot. He told me, he's like, there's going to be a lot of people there. There's going to be like 300 players there. But we're having 20 players that we're personally looking at on one court. Everybody just don't know. Mm-hmm. He's like, so I want you on that court with 20 players.
Wow. What should he let you know that though?
Yeah, because I mean,
like that's kind of giving you an advantage. I mean, I guess then you would know that. All right, cool. I'm one of the players that he's looking at. I want to do my best, but it's kind of like giving you advantage over everybody. If you knew that. Yeah,
but I think that's the only way they can get some of these good players to come is because like everybody knows the G League trials got like 200-300 people there, so it's kind of how they're supposed to see me. How can 4 or 5 coaches look over 200 people, and pick 2 or 3 people to come to training camp?
Yeah.
Right.
And so, I ended up going, and I just happened to like every game in front of him, I was playing well. I wasn't like scoring 30, but I was just doing the right things. I would score in front of him the times I need to. I would make the right defensive plays or make the right passes or whatever. I just looked like I knew what I was doing instead of just going out to try and score 30.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing about great coaching too. I feel like, not to cut you off, is like I feel like shooting and actual basketball IQ always translate. It doesn't matter what level of basketball you play at. I feel like those two things translate. So I feel like that's two of the, the qualities you possess. So that can go to any level. So you always going to be good. Like if you practice those two things.
True.
And like I think that's again that's just something I would credit Joe to, because there'd be a lot of days where we just be sitting in his house watching EuroLeague games. Like that's all we used to do. We sit at his house and watch EuroLeague games, and I think I learned the best that way. And I think we would translate it to the workouts, and then I would just apply everything that we learned, to what we do. But then, like I said, and then so I start playing well at that tryout, and all of a sudden, I got a call, and and Phelps told me that he wanted me to come to training camp. And then after that, it was it just kind of took off from there.
It was training camp with the actual team, like the NBA team.
No, it was. So G League has its own training camp. So
Got you.
It was they already have players that don't have to do the tryouts. So they have like some players that come this time straight to training camp deals, and then they'll have like the Exhibit 10 guys come down and the two-way guys come down, and that's kind of what makes up the G League training camp. And then you got 3 or 4 tryout guys.
Right. Gotcha. So then you came to training camp, and then what? You just made the team?
Nah, I mean, so training camp was like there's a workout week and there's a training camp week. So workout week is a week before training camp. It's voluntary. You don't have to go. But obviously I'm not in position to just come to training camp, so I need to go to everything I need to go to. Right. And I was playing well in workout week. And then by the time training camp week, when all the Exhibit 10s and everybody start getting sent down and training camp starts, they start, basically, how like the first day they probably start doing like the first 5, second 5. Mm-hmm. And he was naming the first 5. He's like Dwight Bikes, Landry Noco, Derek Willis, Luis Montero, and Jamel. And I was like, whoa.
Jamel.
And I was, it kind of threw me off guard.
Shit, threw me off.
Yeah, we remember Dwight Bikes. Didn't he used to give you buckets, John, at Marquette?
I don't think anybody defensive
All
All-American.
right, I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, go on.
I seen Dwight give a lot of buckets. I don't know.
Why would I be going to
A lot of them on
You
John.
might. You don't know.
Oh, defensive All-America. You wouldn't be guarding the best player?
I mean, if he cooked, it wasn't solely on me.
Oh, all right. Okay.
I don't think he cooked though. I don't know. I forgot what he did. But
Yeah,
shout out
I'm
to
sure you
Bikes,
don't
bro.
remember.
That's my man.
I'm
I
sure
played
you
against him
don't.
overseas.
Nah,
Anyways.
he's not. Go on.
And kind of just it kind of just went, kind of went after that, and I started some games, and then I was probably just averaging like around like 7-8 points. I was happy to be out there doing my job, just shooting threes, playing defense. That's all I was doing it to the best of my abilities, like because my job's not to score. I got everybody else around me that's going to do those things. I'm just basically the utility guy in that five.
True.
And I was our best shooter, so obviously they just had me out there, to help stretch the floor. And guys, so guys get hurt, and mind you, in practice, they see the things I can do with the ball, but they just didn't even do it at the time. So then guys get hurt, guys get called up, and I remember playing one game against the Sixers G League team, and the coach came up to me and was like, "Yo, like we need you to score the ball today. Like you need to at least get 20 today." And we only had 6 players at the time, and I went and had 20 in like the first half, and I ended with 37. I think ever since then it just took off.
Sheesh, that's tough.
And then my confidence just skyrocketed, and ever since then they built a difference. So no matter even when guys came down or came up, they still had trusted me, and I kind of just.
Did you ever think you was going to get a call up?
Of course. Yeah, of course. Like I went through like a stretch where I was averaging like 18 a game for like a lot of the season. And I think after that 37 game went like 25, 26, 27, like I was going off for a second. Now, of course, everybody thinks you're going to get that call up, but I don't think one dude on our team got called up that year.
Yeah.
They dangle that fruit in front of you.
That's what I was gonna say, man. People, I mean, you're close, but people don't realize how far away you are too. Like,
Exactly.
So
I think that's why dudes
be
be saying
too.
like a lot of dudes see that and they like, man, I'm so close. Like I just need to do one more year, or like, and they stay. And it's just like you get caught up in it. And I could have easily got caught up in it because I did want to stay. Because even though I thought I was doing well, like my agent at the time was like, they want to see you do it one more time. Like we want to make sure that season wasn't a fluke. Type stuff. So I was kind of just like, all right. So it's kind of like degrading at some point because I was just like, because I'm like I said, I came out of nowhere and the D2 guy, so they were just like, we want to make sure it's not a fluke.
How the fuck could that be a fluke?
Exactly. After a certain amount of games, it's like, all right, bro, it is what it is. Like,
and then I went to the top 40 camp, which is obviously the best 40 players in the G League. I went to that camp, it was doing the same thing. And so it was kind of just like,
when they want to have an excuse for you, they'll find an excuse. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. So when was it that you decided like, all right, I'm done with the G League stuff. Like I'm basically playing overseas now.
When I went, well, it was a couple things. I think I honestly would have went back, but when I was playing summer league with Detroit that year, I chose to play with them because the staff liked me a lot. And when I chose to play summer league with them, like the week before summer league started, everybody got fired. Not the week, I say like a couple weeks before that, everybody got fired. Like everybody except Pat Garrity like got fired. So like the coaches got fired, the GMs got fired. Everybody who liked me got fired.
That makes sense.
And so that's when they brought in Dwayne Casey and all those guys, and they brought in their draft picks and their guys that they liked. And so I kind of like got thrown to the back burner in summer league and didn't really play that much in summer league because I wasn't one of their guys. And y'all know how that works. Like you're not one of, you're not somebody's guy, and I foreseen, like I knew that was gonna happen in the G League, so I was like doing everything. Like I had a good relationship with my GM, and I still do to this day. And I was like, please trade me. Like I don't want to. Like I want to be in the G League, but I don't want to be behind these guys. I know Detroit's gonna send down at my position. There was like 4 guys at that position they were gonna send down. I was like, I don't want to be. I just proved myself last year. I don't want to sit the bench this year. And so once I realized like I wasn't gonna get traded or nothing like that, I was like, okay, like I'm just gonna go play overseas. I don't want to. I don't want to be on the bench playing. I mean, I like playing the G League, but I want to be sitting on the bench.
But doing that, like playing summer league and killing the G League, were you able to get a good contract? Were you able to get what you wanted overseas?
I think I did at the time. I think I was being stuck. I thought I was going to get a lot more than I should have gotten.
Yeah.
Like I thought, like coming from season I had that. You know, my head was huge at the time. Like I was like, my contract gonna be crazy. Like, you know, I was doing this, I was doing that, and then the offers started coming in. I got a rude ass awakening.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. It's not a lot of people making. I mean, you got KJ and you know, Deshaun was making crazy money, but it's not a lot of people making like crazy money unless you're like EuroLeague or one of those top teams in the league.
I'm telling you, that shit like start all over again. Like once you go from, because I had that whole experience like going from the D League to overseas. It's like that. Like they want to see you do it overseas now. Like it's like you proving yourself all over again. That shit is so frustrating.
But to their defense though, it is a different game. Like
it is. You're right. You're right.
It is, and like because when I was going overseas, they consider me a rookie. They're like, you have no European experience. So I was like,
you was killing them though.
And yeah, but it was like, it didn't matter. And so, and at the time, even like, I'm thankful, like I don't regret anything, but at the time, I think the league I went to wasn't necessarily the best league, but I chose the most money they were throwing at me. And it was in Croatia, and they're playing the ABA league, but they're playing the second league, Adriatic League. And so it's in the same areas like Red Star, Partizan, you know, all those teams. But it was the second league of that, and they threw the most money at me at the time. It wasn't nothing crazy, but it was the most than what I was getting. And I was getting offers from better leagues, but the money was low. But I was being ignorant, and I was like, I'm just gonna do this.
So looking back, you would have.
I would have chose to go different. I would have chose to go a different route.
A lot of people
Did
go
you
for the
get
money,
all your
man.
money?
I did.
All right.
I've
Good.
been blessed enough to not run into those situations yet. So,
Ooh, that's definitely blessed.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm gonna be thankful for that. I'm not gonna speak too soon, but I ain't.
So you would have went to the top league and killed.
Yeah, like. So I would say I got a couple offers from some solid teams in Poland at the time, and Poland is a good league at the time to bounce up from. And I went, and it's way better than Croatian league. And I chose to go to the Croatian / Adriatic league because of the money they threw at me and playing in the ABA league. But if I'm looking back, I probably would have went to Poland.
I mean, looking at it now though, like what's it all about, man? We playing basketball to do what?
Make the most money. For sure.
So now they just gonna go second league. Italy throws you a lot of money, 6 figures.
Hey man, just trust me. I made that bad decision before, so
I wouldn't go.
I ain't gonna for sure. I would, but my whole perspective didn't change. You know, you got the agents when you're talking to people. They're like, "What do you want to do? You want to play at the highest levels? You want to make the most money? Because I can throw you, And at first, I'm like, I want to play at the highest levels because I feel like I can. But it's like, now with I got a family now and everything, it's like now my perspective is changing. It's like if I have this second league, Italy offer me, 6 figures to go into Germany, offer me, 70 or something, 80, I'm going to choose second league Italy. I'm not going to. It's not saying I'm not good enough to play at these levels. You just got to think about your money now.
Help spread the word about our podcast. Leave us a review and tell a friend.
So I guess we could talk about Best Virginia now. Me being the GM, president, CEO, Best Virginia, man. You know what I'm saying? And bringing the process it was to bring on a non-WVU alumni player. Kind of open up the floodgates here. You made my life kind of hectic for a little bit, man.
I didn't make your life hectic at all.
I mean, you kind of did. I mean, people just kept bringing you up. I mean, and then not to mention the whole debacle about you like missing practice. You couldn't come, then you could play, then you couldn't play. It was crazy, man. It's behind the scenes stuff.
First of all, how did it all get presented to you? And I'm guessing James was the one that reached out to you, right?
And John reached out. James reached out.
Okay. So how
John
did it
did
get
reach
presented
out.
to you? Oh, John, yeah.
John hit me with like a John question, like, "Yo, you trying to run with us?" Like, it wasn't like no, like, "Yo, like we did some thinking, we wanted." Like, John was like, "Yo, you trying to run with us?" I wish I could still bring up the message. When John
My bad. You needed a presentation. You needed a whole.
Nah, you need no presentation.
At least say
PowerPoint.
something like, at least like, yo, bro, you know, we've been thinking, like, everybody is like, you know, we fuck with you, so we want to, you know what I mean, make them feel more welcome, not like, you know what I mean, like,
We
if you
needed
want to
a
run
whole
with us, it is.
First of all, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted all WVU alumni. I just wanted to stick.
understand that.
I wanted to stick with WVU alumni. James wanted you. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of guys on the team wanted you, and I guess I
It's
think
real prideful.
it's not pride. It's not pride. It's just about us, man. I'm big. KJ will tell you, man. I'm big on WVU alumni, just helping out us.
But look at the teams that have won.
Look at them. What about them?
They all, even the Ohio State, Marquette. All
We
the
had at
guys,
least one or
all those
two.
guys are Marquette guys. All those guys are Ohio State guys.
Yeah.
That's what sets us apart, though. Like, cause we really have alumni that can compete and win the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if we didn't have Jay Sean, like, you played against Jay Sean before, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he bust your ass. You know what I mean?
Win. I like Jay Sean game though.
Yo, he's tough. He's a bucket getter, man. He just doesn't have the IQ you have. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are two different players. You a bucket getter. He a bucket getter. You just have the IQ, I think.
But what I think, one thing I will say, Jay Sean definitely has over me is that he's a better defender for sure. From a physicality standpoint,
I never thought about that.
Yeah, I never really looked.
I never really considered. I never looked at Jason. Not saying that he can't play defense. I never looked at him like he is a defender. I guess because he's a really good scorer, so that overshadows
exactly. It definitely overshadows it. I never really noticed.
I remember playing against John and Jay Sean one time in the summer at WVU. Was playing 1-on-1, and I remember I remember leaving that when I'm like, damn, like Jay Sean's a better defender than I thought he was.
I mean, 3 dribbles is different though.
Yeah, that is tough. That's kind of hard to.
But still, I'm just looking at it from like a, man-on-man standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so that's how I looked at it. But I understand what you're saying.
But yeah, Jay Sean backed out on us, so we could have went with Daxter Miles. We could have went with, I mean, I reached out to those guys too, but Jamel. My thing is just picking up people now. After last summer, my thing is just picking up people that we can rely on, you know what I'm saying, that could be there and help out the team, man, have a good time.
Yeah.
And hopefully win some money. But, I mean, Jamel, you worked out. I mean, all our fans love you. You know what I mean? You proved me right. Now I look like a great GM.
Proved you wrong.
Of course. Definitely
right.
Credit. But
I don't know if it's prove right or prove wrong.
What'd you think about the tournament and just your experience with West Virginia overall?
No, I had a lot of people message me saying that we could have won it.
Yeah.
I had a lot of people message me saying we could have won it.
And why is that though?
They just thought we all had the right pieces. Like, they thought we had the right pieces, and they thought we all had the best like chemistry fit.
Right.
That we should have won it.
I mean, how did you feel? How did you feel with chemistry, like coming in? Did you feel lost on defense a little bit? Because you're not a defensive. I mean, you're a defensive player, but you're not a Huggins defense. You don't come from.
I'm not a Huggins defensive player, So like, when you got the guys like Tariq and Tavon, they up there pressing.
Yeah.
I'm sitting back like, damn.
I'm not gonna have no legs to shoot this.
Yeah, like they scoring and they right after you. Like, as soon as the ball goes to the net, I'm scoring. I'm trying to trap back.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at them. I'm like, damn, like my intensity like theirs right now, and I'm just like, I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like, honestly, to be after this year, like playing in this league where I'm at now, I'll be better for next year.
Yeah, I mean, we don't do a lot of pressing like that either. Like,
it's just but y'all
it's just
have
them two.
Yeah, it's just.
But y'all have a certain like level of understanding each other though.
Yeah, I mean, we up the line. Like, if they going press, you got to be the next person has to like deny the next pass, so they just can't pass the ball. You know what I'm saying? We got to help them out a little bit. It's things that you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Just because we all play for Hugs and we all cut from the same cloth. I mean, I don't know what Joe showed you.
Nah, I mean Calhoun wanted to go up the line, but I was up the line, but I wasn't up the line at the same time. I was kind of just Calhoun didn't heckle me on defense like that, like because it was kind of like I have 4 other guys that's gonna hound the ball, But I have a better understanding now, and I know if I want to play, for y'all next year, I definitely want to be better at that. Just in general.
So, do you want to play next year?
I do want to play next year.
John, you heard the man. What do you think about that?
He's back. I mean, he's back. The people
you heard it here. You heard it here. Jamel's back on Best Virginia for next summer.
The people
Stay
want him.
tuned.
Actually,
The people do want him.
I can't speak too soon. I gotta talk to the coaches. We gotta figure out who everybody is.
But I'm gonna be at the practices next year though. I think last year, I was playing in Poland. I went straight to France.
I gotta ask.
Some of us made the playoffs. Some of us made the playoffs in France. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, talk to him.
Yo, first of all,
we had to take like an extra, 2 weeks.
First of all, Jamel came with 2 weeks left in the season on a winning team. Made the playoffs.
But we wasn't in the playoff race when I got there.
That's true. That is.
That man carried them to the playoffs. What you talking about?
No, we had some solid players though.
I forgot I was cooking Jamel and them team all day. What?
I cooked y'all.
I don't know what you did.
Y'all played against each other?
Yeah.
Oh, what team you was on, Jamel?
I was on Orleans.
Oh, Orleans.
Good team. That's a good team.
I was on Orleans.
Yeah, that is a good team.
But now I learned though, like I gotta ask his wife if he's able to leave the house now.
Oh, damn.
I was gone for 10. I was gone for 11 months.
I'm tired of excuses.
Yeah.
But nah, I asked him like, yo, can you kind of practice? You know how everybody was about practice this year, KJ. Like, Jamel, this is the first year like everyone was like uptight about being at practice and being on time and doing.
I feel like because we were so laxed about it the year before that we just went the total opposite way of like, all right, everything is so tense. Like, I feel like we didn't have as much fun as we did the first year. So we got to find a balance where we have, the right amount of fun and the right amount of professionalism too.
Fuck that.
So
he didn't care. He was like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I don't care.
I was there one day when I was getting, hounded. So I had to get back to it.
I forgot about that. You definitely did get cussed out a few times by some veterans on the team.
I did.
Jamel got cussed out after a win.
Man, I was trying to be friendly about it. You know what I'm saying? I was caught off guard myself.
We'll tell that story another time.
I was caught off guard myself. But I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there at practice this time, though.
Right,
for sure.
What do you think about Tanner McGrew?
What about Tanner?
Yeah, what do you think about him as a player?
I think Tanner's a super high IQ player.
Yeah, that's why I like him.
I haven't seen Tanner play much since his injury.
You think he can help us?
I think he would, especially from an offensive standpoint.
Yeah.
Great passer. Probably one of the best passing big men that I've seen in a minute.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he's gonna have that same problem though as Mel, like just not playing defense, like not knowing.
That's not saying not playing defense. It's just maybe Tanner might have an issue, but it depends on how you want to play.
I think he's smart enough, like he's not gonna press up on nobody, but he's a smart defender.
Tanner got cussed out too. Nobody knows.
By who?
By the same person.
Everybody getting cussed out.
By the same person that cussed out Jamel.
Damn, open gym?
Nah, I showed Tanner like a group chat that we had. I think Tanner wrote somebody like, "Let me be on the team." Something stupid like that doesn't really matter. But since we're all uptight, it was a big deal. Stupid.
Yeah, we gotta
shit,
change that. We gotta change that for next.
Yeah,
summer.
we gonna change. I mean, what did you said everybody was texting you, right? What were they saying though? Like, what were they saying?
What about joining the team? Talking about our us winning.
Why we lost and like.
I mean, I had some people saying certain people shouldn't have had the ball. Some people shouldn't have been in the game. This person should have been in. This person shouldn't have been in the game. This person, like I said, this person had the ball. This person shouldn't have the ball. And it was just like,
I mean, I said that. I said you were you were probably our best scorer on the team, so you probably should have been in the game during the Elam ending.
yeah, but at the same time, I understood. At the same, I really haven't been in it. I really haven't been in the Elam ending in any of the games, though. I think the one time. That's when I missed the first game. Other than that, I wasn't in the last two.
I didn't understand it. I mean, you got to have your scores in the game, right? And we struggle in the Elam ending, right?
A little bit.
That's what it's
But
about.
I think it's because everybody started overthinking the Elam ending. Like, we just didn't play basketball like we did the whole game. And then the Elam ending comes, it's kind of like everybody get tight.
I'm not going
to lie. And everybody started playing different ways.
You had Jay Sean in the Elam ending. He's getting a bucket. He's getting all 7 points.
You got John shooting sidestep threes to try to win the game and shit. And
Jamel was
trying to be a hero. So that's the part of the reason why you weren't in the Elam ending, because of shit like that, John.
That doesn't make sense.
I was a little confused on that part though. I'm just
joking.
Yeah,
I was a little confused.
You know why I'm following KJ Bull.
I just want to hear you. I
started to.
I was a little confused on the ending of that last game.
Yeah. It's hard, man. Like I say, hindsight is 20/20. So we could say a bunch of things that, people should have been on or whatever like that, or a bunch of reasons why we lost. But I feel like sometimes you got to have your best plays, but you also got to go with the flow of the game, like how the game is going at that time too. So it's hard to say, but we play hard. We definitely had the talent to win it all. It sucks though.
Yeah. So what if y'all could change anything? Would y'all change?
I'm not talking about this right now.
I think for me, it would be just like I said, find the right amount of professionalism and the right amount of having fun. Because I feel like the first year we were just having fun and we were just going out there balling. And unfortunately, we ran into the best team in the tournament in the second round, fucking overseas elite. So it was like, and we still almost won that game without Juwan in the game, like one of our better players.
Yeah, we almost beat them too.
So it's like, where do we draw the line at that? Because we also it's a 1-game series. It's not like it's a whole season.
Right.
So,
that's true.
Yeah, we were doing film sessions, which is cool. We were doing.
I mean, I don't know how other teams do it.
Man, they just show up and play, bro.
Nah, not everybody does that, bro. Everybody has their own way of.
I feel like Team 23 for sure just showed up in hoops.
Yeah, they definitely showed up in hoops.
They definitely showed up.
It wasn't that good to me though. Like, that's the thing about it, bro. They just had some go-getters on the team.
Yeah, they was good when they needed to be though. They had their stretches where they wasn't good at the whole game, but at the end, they locked in though.
Shit, we was.
But they had an unsung hero though. Dude started hitting shots at the end of the fourth quarter that we really didn't even scout.
Yeah.
Yo, nobody said that he was one of the all-time leader scorers in the TBT tournament. Nobody
I didn't hear that
said
until I watched our broadcast. Until I watched the game after. I'm like, since when?
Nobody knew that.
He was cooking. You know who was he cooking?
I wasn't in the game to be cooked by him, so I don't know.
He gave me a sidestep three. He gave everybody.
Well, he was hitting some tough ones though. It wasn't like he was hitting wide open. He was hitting tough shots the whole time. But then you see in the championship games, he was still hooping.
Exactly.
So it wasn't just against us.
Yeah.
But up until then, he wasn't really doing much.
I feel like, man, if size doesn't back out,
it's tough.
That's another one. We've been better defensively because I'm sending everybody to him.
I was confused on that. I was confused on that one.
Still to this day, I don't think we got an answer on that one, like a clear answer of what happened.
Bro, I'm in the elevator with him and I'm looking at him. I'm like, you playing? Like, bro, are you playing? And he was just like, yeah, I don't know what Zach said, but I understood what he said, but he said something. And I was like, I took that as a no, and I just kept it pushing.
You run into a lot of drama, bro. And I was trying to get the docuseries, right? Like from all the drama we was going through out there. Like it could have been like on Netflix, right? Man. Am I tripping?
Nah, you're not tripping.
It would have been very entertaining TV, yo. You seen a lot of drama, bro. Like, what did you think about that? Like,
man, I was sitting there just looking back and forth at the one situation. I'm just looking like, oh, this must be. I'm looking like this must be normal for them because I'm just. Cause I'm looking like, bro. First off, I was in the middle of let me get out of here, but at the same time, like, I want to see this. Like I want to see how this ends, and then I was sitting there like, man, let me get up out of here, bro. I'm just like, I'm like, what is going on? I was like, this is the last thing we need. I'm just like, whatever. Yeah, I just walked out.
Do you think that type of stuff hurts the team though?
Yes and no. I feel like not if that's what you are. Like that's if that's a normal occurrence, then
I don't
no.
know. That wasn't normal for any team, bro.
The way everything happened after that, and the way everybody reconciled, I thought it was normal.
I mean,
You know, so
I guess
they
used to do that when they was in school and shit. So
that's what I'm saying. That's why I thought it was normal. The way they, was how they reacted after all of it was done.
yeah, I might have to just bring out the same team back, bro, just to get the remaking of the whole. Because we gotta have the cameras this year. Dave blocked the cameras this year, so we couldn't get the camera crew in there. We gotta have the camera crew rolling, man.
Nah, you got
CTV.
No, you gotta have the camera.
Everybody gonna be on their best behavior though. They see the camera there. I think.
Right. They
Not Tay.
More.
Not Tay. Yeah,
yeah. Nah, Tay need one himself.
He's the problem child.
Tay need one himself, bro. Tay have you dying. Tay had me dying the whole 3-4 days he was there.
Yeah.
The funny thing is everybody was trying to get Tay to calm down, but I feel like he wasn't like he was good though.
Yeah, I just feel like that's how he is. Like,
yeah.
He cussed out the ref one time. Just leave him alone, bro. Just like you just gotta leave Tay alone. Just let him do what he do, bro.
Which game? Which game was that? He did that.
One of those games, bro. I forgot. The ref was like, "Get you." Basically, just get him, bro. But
I don't remember which game that was.
it was one of those games, bro. It was one of those games. I don't know. But he played good like the last game, right?
Yeah.
Team 23.
I think
But
for
I
the
feel
time
like-
he got in, he balled, bro.
I feel like we already had in our head like who was going to be in the game, and that's what I was trying to tell James. Like some games, like some players are going to be playing better than the other. You can't predetermine who's going to play. That's why
like Kay says, the flow of the game.
That's
but that's what happened with Team 23. They had guys step up that wasn't really playing. Like the one dude wasn't on the scouting report at all, but he stepped up and was killing it.
It worked this for it. But we had too many scares though, bro. Like Wofford almost got us.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Wofford almost got us. Dude lit us up, and we knew that's all he did. And then D2 wasn't really. I think we kind of just. I said don't underestimate them, and we still underestimated them.
It wasn't that good though, bro.
Well, we still was almost in a close game with them.
What were we?
Yes. At one point, it was a close game, like in the fourth. I feel like.
Yeah, D2, and then we started pulling away a little bit towards.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I think that's the game though. Like that's the tournament, bro. You gonna have some blowouts maybe, but you gonna have a lot of close games because a lot of guys are playing together for the first time. Mm-hmm. You don't know what to expect out of anybody really, so you gonna have a lot of close games.
Guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed in this tournament.
No,
I feel like we'd have beat Team 23. They wouldn't have called that charge.
We had like we were up by 8 and had like 2 turnovers, and they scored on both turnovers, and it just shifted the.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The one we got to steal, I tried to throw it ahead to I think Nate, and the dude took a charge when I was in the air.
Okay, yeah, that was.
I tried to pass it off to him. They called a charge. It's kind of close one. I don't know how.
Up 10.
Yeah, and it'd probably sealed the game.
That would have, because we was on a run that third quarter. We was getting away that third quarter.
It killed the whole momentum.
Yeah.
Damn, yo. But get ready to get looking forward to, you know what I'm saying, this summer.
Is the region in Charleston again?
Stay tuned. You know what I mean? Stay tuned. We got some big announcements coming up, I think. I think Dave's working on that stuff. But that was the best part about it, just being able to play in front of our fans again, you know what I'm saying? But Mel, you wouldn't really understand.
Nah, I mean, I don't, but that was the feeling when I first came out the first game.
Yeah. And
like the music and the fans, that was crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. That shit like college, bro.
I got nervous myself. Like
I got goosebumps from that
bro,
shit,
if we would have played against
the Marshall, ooh, I would have been lit. I
No,
would
that
have been lit, bro.
yeah, the fans are crazy. Like nothing I probably experienced before, and that was just a small sample size.
Yeah, we gotta
You
get this
know what I'm
thing in
saying?
Charleston. We gotta get it in Morgantown, man. That would be dope.
Talk to the people. You the man.
I don't know if you're allowed in the locker room, but
That's
we'll
okay.
we'll give you the closet or something. You can get shown. You can wait for us outside.
That's okay. Don't bother me. I don't need it like that anyway.
But nah, you family now for real. For real. Have you watched WVU play this year though?
I haven't got a chance to watch them play. You know that time changes.
This dude, man, you don't give a fuck. Man. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, KJ?
Bro, they just play in the
Just about to make them alumni.
Didn't they just play in the tournament?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I think they went 2-1.
I went to their last game. They played fucking Western Kentucky. Eastern Kentucky won.
I think it was Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah, Eastern Kentucky. And they almost lost that
See,
game.
see.
I don't care about the other
talking
team,
about
bro.
you,
I
bro.
don't care.
He
I
ain't
don't care
even
what the
know.
other team's name is. They could be playing the Monstars. I don't care.
Okay.
All I care about is WVU.
How they looking this year?
They gonna struggle. I mean, they going how they bumps in the road. You know what I mean? Like, I think KJ. I don't know if you watched them play enough or
Yeah,
at
I
all,
watched
but
them.
I think Sean has to be more selfish, and I think they just need to pass the ball more. Just play together more.
To be
So
honest,
you want they need to pass the ball more, and Sean need to be more selfish.
Sean needs to be more selfish because they don't pass the ball.
so have somebody else be more selfish because they don't pass the ball. So have another person be more selfish on top of that.
Man.
Yeah, they need to figure that out.
Man.
This is the GM of West Virginia, guys. Just remember that.
Sean is more involved in the offense, and Sean is touching the ball. They do better on offense. That's a fact.
Honestly, I think they're gonna live and die with Taz. It goes with Taz. Like if he has a good game, they have a great chance of winning. If he doesn't, not so good. I mean, and then hopefully, I mean, it's sad to say it like that, but that's how the game's been going so far, from what I can see. And then hopefully, Jalen is the X factor. Jalen plays well. We have a good chance. We got another scorer. Jalen can do a lot of things, and then obviously Sean shoots the ball well. But those three things, because we're not good at rebounding.
Yeah.
Which
Getting
is
out rebounded by getting out rebounded by everybody. So it's like, how else we gonna win?
Yeah. I mean, I think Huggs will figure it out, man. I'm not going to stress about these little dudes too much, man.
Yeah, Oscar not being there is tough though.
Oscar's averaging like 20 rebounds now.
Oscar not being there is tough.
Him and Huggs got into it on Twitter.
Did they? No. Recently?
Huggs called him a so-called All-American.
Oh yeah. He was talking to him though. I mean, I know he was talking about him.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And I think Oscar took the high road. He didn't really say nothing back, but we was talking about that before though. Like he said something along the lines of all Americans aren't afraid to work or something like that. And
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. And I seen Oscar work personally. He might not have been working on the right things, but he was in the gym.
He was in the gym.
He was in the gym though.
Me
so
too. That's why we said that when they first started saying that, like he wasn't working.
Yeah.
He took the summer off. Like I was like, when? Like we always seen Oscar in the gym. So I didn't understand it. I can understand if he said like Oscar didn't want to do like the 3-hour practices or something like that, like that tough shit or the weights. But
I feel like sometimes you just gotta let dudes be who they are. Because if they, that's what I've learned since I've been playing professionally, especially like if dudes gonna show up and give you 20 and 10, then
I think that's more professional though. I think that's more the professional level. I think Huggs did that like with E-Banks and he gave them more leeway in certain things. But KJ was
definitely didn't give me leeway, especially when I first came in. Definitely did not.
I think he gave them more leeway. But you kind of right about that. But at the college level, it's more than basketball. You feel me?
No, that's a fact.
Yeah. But it's more ego though at the college level, not necessarily Coach Huggins, but it's kind of like people are like, all right, yeah, I coached this. He wasn't that good, and then I coached him up to be better. But then in a professional level, it's like you already kind of are who you are as a player, professional level. So nobody can really say they made you a better player. At a professional level, I feel like it's more like that at college.
True. True.
That's right. I agree with that.
Yeah, everybody wants what's his name? What's the big man? Cottrell. Isaiah. Everybody wants Isaiah to be like this big man that's like
He's not.
banging and dunking and stuff. Like
That's not his game.
He's a pick and pop smooth player, bro. Like embrace that. You gotta embrace that, and he'll be a better player. You know what I'm saying?
People want people to do opposite things. Then you got some people that are dunkers and be like, oh, he need to learn how to stretch the floor and be more finesse. Like people just don't be knowing what they want from people. It's just like it's always the opposite. Now you got people that finesse players that need to be more physical. Like they are who they are.
Be, bro.
And
Yeah.
I just thought of something too. Being the GM of Best Virginia, see, these are the predicaments that I run into. Like Taz and Sean, and somebody else,
Gabe.
Taz, Sean, and Gabe are all graduating, right?
Mm-hmm.
Taz, you know he can get a bucket. He'll probably be busy with some like NBA shit, so I might be off the hook on that. But if Taz comes and is like, "Yo, I'm trying to play TBT, what's up?" How can I put Jamel on before Taz? And Taz went through.
But the point is, I'm understandable. Like I'll just be like, all right, that's if you want to. If John want to go all W alumni, it just is what it is. Like I'm not going to cry about it.
But I feel like, but at the same time, I feel like we need you too. You know what I mean? Like you definitely gonna help the team because you got the IQ, you got the experience. They don't really have that experience of playing pro.
Yeah, but they gonna bring the fans in though.
Facts. So what if Taz and Jay Sean is like, yo, we need to. You can only have one.
You can only have one Taz and one Jay Sean.
Yeah. So who you choosing? You gonna have both of them?
No, I'm having Jay Sean.
Okay.
I was thinking about putting in a rule like you got to be 1 year removed from college to get on the squad.
That's stupid.
But I'm a
Why? Why?
Just so they can get that experience overseas. It is kind of stupid. But
Yeah, but y'all should have enough experience, so it should be like he should be okay.
Yeah,
that's true. But I'm a definitely, if they want to go on tour with us around West Virginia, make some money, put some money in their pocket. You know how it is after you graduate, them checks stop coming.
Said not now, nigga. Not with this NIL, nigga. They losing money by playing overseas.
He's good now.
They probably got more money than me. That's what I was gonna ask you, Jamel. Like, how did you fund all that, like the G League trials and all that stuff?
Well, the G League trial, when you get, what I learned is when you get invited, they pay for it.
Oh, okay.
So if you're going there on your own will, you got to pay for it. But he paid for it. They paid for it for the tryout.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
And then training camp and everything, obviously they pay for it. But workout week, the week before training camp, they pay for the hotel, but they ain't pay for your food. They ain't tell me that before I went up there.
They ain't pay for
Oh,
food.
damn.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was up there for like a week, but it was all right because the next week, then that's when they give you the stipends and all that.
True.
Gotcha. Dope. Yo, what's next for you? Like, are you I don't want to say content, but are you good with just, living the overseas life, or you want to try get another shot at the league or G League or something like that?
Honestly, I wouldn't say I'm over it, but if opportunity presented itself, I would try it.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna force my way to do it.
How old are you?
29.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
so I'm not gonna force it. Like if an opportunity came and there was like somebody was like, oh, you can make a training camp or something like that, maybe. But I definitely wouldn't do the G League again though.
Yeah.
I couldn't do the G League. The most I would do is an Exhibit 10 maybe, and that'd be probably for if I want to be closer to my family.
Yeah. You got a big family?
Nah, I'm talking about just like my wife and my son, because they're not here with me. So like they're at home, so that'd be the only reason why I would do it.
That's tough.
But other than that, no.
Hey, this is random. I thought you would have chemistry problems on West Virginia because you used to come up to the campus all the time and steal all the dudes' girls.
Yeah. That's right here, bro.
I thought we would have some chemistry problems.
Hey,
it all worked out.
I don't know what dude was talking about when that situation happened. I was lost for words when that happened.
Wait, what? You all right? Maybe when this goes off, I need to. Cause I don't know what y'all talking about right now.
Nah, that's what I was thinking about. I'm thinking about what John. I'm thinking about that certain situation.
Jamel used to come up here and take everybody's girls.
No.
I did hear a story about that, but I don't know if we're talking about the same thing. Maybe he took multiple people's girls. I don't know.
Nah, y'all must got me
It's
confused.
Mr. Steel girl.
Nah, man. By the time I was a senior, I was chill.
Y'all was coming up there getting in like team fights, was it, y'all?
Nah, that was a year after me. That's when they start getting all the sections and what's it called? What's the club called now?
Bottle service. I don't know.
No. What's the club that everybody goes? Not
You talking about Code? It's called Code.
not
now?
Code. The other one that used to be Lux.
Oh, okay, yeah, that should change his name.
What's it called
every
now?
year? I have no clue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They used to get sections and stuff up there. That's when they started getting the team
Started
fight.
wild.
KJ got a section last summer.
Hell nah, that's what y'all. Hell nah, y'all wanted to get a section. Yeah, hell no, like it was Vegas. Like it was Vegas or something. I was like, nah, this ain't it. We gotta
They walked
leave.
to the front like, yo, y'all got these.
Yo, don't listen to this nigga, bro. That was this. Don't listen to him,
Morgan
bro.
Town,
I
bro.
never did that shit.
Oh,
bro.
that was hilarious.
Nah, I don't know what happened. All I know is I came back after my first year playing, and all of a sudden I would go back and everybody had a section. They had a section. I'm like, bro, when did y'all get this type of pool or clout? I think they finally got some dudes on the team with money, and so they started using that.
Facts. That's a fact.
they got that. What's that? That's that restaurant up there that they own. I forget what its name, but
Dirty Bird?
Yeah.
Oh, Green Turtle.
Yeah. The Green Turtle money.
Yeah, facts.
that,
Shout out to them,
you know,
man.
that Green
That's
Turtle
my-
money, they start getting all the sections.
Those my guys too. We be on the lake. Yeah, they live it up, bro.
They do. They do.
They live it up.
They do. I was like, I ain't had this when I was there.
Man. But yeah, man, I think that's all we got, man. We'll see if we can get you on West Virginia for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna
Hey man,
be-
you just let me know if I make the cut.
you on the team for now. So
All right, that's fine.
Does he have to go to West Virginia tryout? Like, you might have to go to a tryout for West Virginia.
didn't Fairmont have a team?
Nah,
Did
the MEC team was going to have a team. Like the
Okay.
MEC was going to have one, but
Is
we
that
ain't
who
get
we played in the when we went to? Was it Wheeling? Is that who we played?
Yeah.
That's when they
Yeah,
started.
but they had like 3 MEC guys. If we got an MEC team, we'd actually be really pretty solid. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Shut up.
Bro, we would. If it was me, Tanner, Will Voorhees, he gave y'all some buckets in that
Oh
game.
yeah.
It
And
was a
then
high school court.
you got Thomas Wimbush.
It was a high school.
You got
Oh yeah,
Thomas.
Tom. I forgot. Yeah.
You got Thomas, and then you got
They gave us some problems up there, bro.
got
Yeah.
Haywood. You got Haywood Highsmith.
We was getting killed for a second.
We got like 6 or 7 good players that can compete.
I think this year too, like for our like tour, we're gonna actually play like some good teams, like some TBT teams.
That'd be smart.
Hopefully we get like Marshall on there. I was talking to Sideline Cancer. I was talking to some good teams, man. So it'll be something for the fans.
Yeah.
I know we went to Beckley. They had a terrible team this year. So I said it's tough just getting everything situated, but I think we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get it. It's gonna be a good time this year.
I hope so. Well, I hope we'll see if I'm a part of it.
Yeah, you'll be part of it. We gotta work out your contract. You asked for a lot of money last year too.
I ain't asked for nothing.
People was like, yo, we was in negotiations with Jamel. I was like, oh damn, what he asking for?
Bro.
I ain't asked for a dime.
Request. He needed a baby cot in his hotel room, and we
That's it.
accommodated
That's the
that.
only thing I needed.
A
That's
baby cot?
Yeah, that's the only thing I needed.
Alright.
Other than that, I was cool.
Yeah,
No
we got a lot of shit to figure out, but and if any fans listening, man, write us on the Final Fourcast and tell us, you know, what you think about Jamel. Write us on Twitter. Write us on Instagram. Final Fourcast. And let us know what you think, man. Like, let us know what you think about having outsiders on West Virginia team, on the alumni team. Let us know, man. I mean, I personally think I was against it at first, but he helped us, and the goal is to win the money and bring, you know, wins to West Virginia. So.
And at the end of the day, it is West Virginia. It's not like, I mean, obviously we know it's a West Virginia alumni team, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I mean, we might have to change the name of the team too.
Nah, that's I don't know. I'm changing the name.
Nah, the West Virginia just sticks.
Yeah.
Nah, this is for other reasons.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's that's true too.
We'll get something else that sticks. Don't worry. Kevin Jones Soldiers.
The fuck.
But here you
Anyway,
Eat shit, Pitt.
This has been another episode of Final Fourcast with me, Jay Flo, Kevin Jones,
you.
and Jamel Morris.
Appreciate y'all boys having me on here.
Best Virginia shooting guard, best scorer on the bench in Elam Ended. You know what I mean? Good luck in Germany, man. Finish up strong. What's y'all record right now?
3-4, something like that.
Okay, above 500. Yeah, it's early. It's early too.
Yeah, it's early.
You having fun out there? Like, or you just sitting in the apartment all day?
I'm sitting in the apartment, bro. I'm in like a Glenville type city.
Oh,
what?
Damn.
Like a Glenville type city.
I mean, at least you're used to it. I mean, you kind of know how to adapt to it, but that still sucks.
At this point, it don't even bother me right now.
And they giving you all that money, so.
Man, here you go. You know how that Germany money is, bro. You know how that Germany money is.
But yeah, man. Good luck, man. Finishing up, kill.
Appreciate it.
Best Virginia proud. Also, look out for my book I'm writing. Everybody, I'm writing a little novel. I don't know the title of it yet, but just writing a little book, a little novel about my. Is that funny?
A novel.
Writing a little book about my overseas experience, man. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be alright.